Hey everyone, good morning. I just pulled up to the gym. I don't look or feel my best. However, I keep feeling like I want to share something, so I'm going to share it and I hope that it resonates with someone. The other day, I went to a ladies' brunch and I was talking about how the enemy perverts our gifts. And what I meant by that is that I went to a seminar a few years ago, a writing seminar, and it was hosted by two minority women, two best-selling authors. So I was grateful to be in the room and to listen to what they had to say. And one lady said, "Whatever you're writing now, make sure that in 10 years you still want to be attached to that." And I was nowhere near where I am now on my journey, but it hit me then because about 13 or 14 years ago, I was writing some stuff that was entertaining. It was juicy. Every time I sent it to somebody, they were like, "Jess, you have to finish this thing and this writing or whatever." But by the grace of God, I'm so grateful that I did not, because that stuff that I was writing, it was entertaining. It didn't serve anyone in any way, and it may have brought me some things, but at this point in my life, I would not want to be attached to that. And yes, that's where I was in my journey then, but I would not want to be attached to the things that I was doing before. And it's just a reminder to me that God gives us the gifts, He gives us the talents, but instead of doing it the way that God would have us to do it, to serve other people, we do it in a way that perverts, that gift. We'll do it in a way that advances the devil's agenda versus the kingdom. And I think about that as I'm listening to the Christian rap music that I listen to now. Like, these men are so talented and they're drawing people in by the same, not the same, but like similar beats and the flow of stuff, but they're talking about the kingdom versus all the things that regular rap is talking about. And when I'm in my study time, I came across 1 Peter 4:10. It says, "Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms." And that reminds me, any gift that I have comes from God. And I'm at a point in my life in transparency that I don't mind sharing anything with anybody, especially if it helps them in some type of way. And some people ask me, "How do you do what you're doing? Like, how do you have the courage to do what you're doing?" First of all, any and everything that I do and that I have is only by the grace of God. Like, sometimes I don't feel like I can do something, but God has empowered me to be able to do it, to share the stories, to share the testimony. And the word also says that we overcome the enemy by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So we're called to share our testimonies with people, to help them, to bring them out of bondage, to bring them out of the darkness, to let them know that God loves them the same way that God loves me, that type of stuff. So now, everything that I have, all the gifts that I have, I try my best to serve others in some type of way instead of just entertain them. And so that's just a reminder. I see so many talented friends on social media talking about all type of things, or some of the things that they do, they're doing it in a way that is not pleasing to God. And I'm not judging, because I was there. I just said I was writing stuff that I had no business writing, even though I'm grown and I can do whatever I want to do. Just because we can do it doesn't mean that we should. And many times we say we're letting the devil use us, we're letting the enemy use us, and that doesn't necessarily mean altercation with people or going back and forth with people or anything like that. These things, we're letting the devil use us, we're letting the enemy use us because we want likes or following or money or whatever it may be, when God is saying, if you follow me, if you do it my way, if you do it for my glory, I'll give you what the world is giving you and so much more: peace and joy that surpasses all understanding and all those things. But it's a learning. It's definitely a learning along the journey that comes with this walk. So I just want to encourage someone. I hope that resonates with someone, and I hope it helps someone. Y'all have a good day. I'm about to get in the gym. Bye, y'all.